After already a long winter and a long time off the bike, we were preparing to get ready for day one of the test, and unfortunately we had a problem with the back, so we had to miss the first day, which was a little bit of a setback. It would have been good to spread things out over the 3 days, but unfortunately now we've got to fit a lot more things within the 2 days, so it was a little bit disappointing, but very good to feel that get back on the bike and have that feeling again. Everything went quite well, and hopefully we can only improve from there. We haven't had to change the riding style pretty much at all. Already with the 800 we had too much power, so you had to learn to deal with that in a lot of different ways. I think the 1000 has a lot more acceleration, which is a lot more fun, but I don't think you need to change the style so much. The feeling is very similar to the 800, and everybody seems to be adapting well. I think it will be quite similar. It will be a little bit more difficult, but already we're trying to get to our best fitness for any form of bike, not just enough for 800. So if in my opinion, I can't really improve too much the physical before the start of the season. That's something quite frustrating really, that already we had the bike developed and then they decided to make a new rule because one of the manufacturers is not able to be 4 kilos less, so we must put 4 kilos more on the bike, and this is a disadvantage to us because already the bike's been developed, it's already set for a certain weight, and now we have to put more weight on it, and it's upset things a little bit. We don't feel it so much when we're riding, but unfortunately as far as the bike's handling in the middle of the corner, it does change it quite a lot. So we need to try and adapt this a little bit more and try and work it out. But it's just disappointing that they decided to do it so late in the development. For sure, I think with so much more power, it's going to be critical that we try and get the same performance, but with better fuel consumption. We have the same capacity as the 800, but with a lot more power. It's going to be quite difficult to make sure that we finish those races. So I think it's crucial that they work well together and try and come up with the best solution. It's not something that I would normally do, but approached by Repsol, I decided to do it this year and see how it goes. It's something they can get a little bit more understanding of what's going on behind the scenes and how we're feeling, what we're thinking. But I think it will be something different for the fans to read. They also say when you're married you get slower. So when I got married, I I won my first World Championship, and when I found out that we were having a baby, I won my second. So at this moment, you know, I don't see any of this. I'm sure, you know, we're going to teach, you know, them when they're very young how to ride bikes, and it's completely up to them what they do.